found it. What's up guys, it's Eddie Fitz here. Thank you very much for stopping by on my channel. If you're new here, I create all things hiking, outdoors, adventure, photography. But today, I'm going to be showing you how I've been staying creative during lockdown. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably know my photography's taken a little bit of a turn. Well, a little bit. But some people think that it's really creative, other people think I've just lost the plot. Let me know in the comments. Here's a little bit of background to how I've been staying creative at home. Firstly, I was just flicking through Instagram like probably everybody has, probably way more than it ever should be, and I came across this hashtag, Our Great Indoors. Some of the images on here, you could just be scrolling for days. It's honestly incredible. It's so cool to see these little miniature creations from people's homes, their gardens, wherever they are, and just trying to stay positive, stay creative during this time. This hashtag was originally set up by Erin Outdoors. If you haven't seen her photos yet, then you should definitely go take a look. She's been creating photos using jelly, parsley, broccoli, pancakes, and as you can see here, they are honestly incredible. It's just great to see what goes on in people's minds when they're creating these little photos. It's insane. After seeing Erin's photos, I then decided that I was going to try and create some of these photos for myself. I started by using little toy animals that I found in my nephew's room. Basically, I just tried to recreate photos that I'd seen online, some photos that I'd been inspired by, things that I'd really love to capture for myself, and trying to just create these using the little toy animals has really helped me to just understand some of the basics with my camera and learn a couple of new things that I've never done before. As you can see here, this pan shot I've done with the car, I've always tried to create a photo like this in real life, but just making it a little bit smaller and down in the size has made it a little bit easier just to get through the basics of that style of photo. One of my favourite photos so far that I've created has been of Buccleuch Moor in the wee white house at Glencoe, as most people probably know it as. I've done this just because it's probably my favourite place in Scotland. I've been here quite a few times. This is probably the first place that I really connected with when I was starting walking and going outdoors and adventures. Past here in the West Highland Way, and there was a rainbow and stuff, and it's always just stuck by. I've done the West Highland Way twice now, and each time it just gets better. Every time you pass here, it's always worth a stop. So trying to recreate this photo and make it at home has definitely been something pretty cool. So I'm going to show you how I got through that photo. Let's do it. So today we're going to be recreating a photo of this little Ford Ranger truck. I've got a bit of an idea in my head. I think the dust coming through the back of this truck would look super cool as it's drifting round. But I normally start with a vision in my head, and when I go into the garden and start picking things up, that idea can completely change. So we'll see how it goes and I'll take you through the process. Let's do it. We're going to try and recreate this photo from the garden. Kind of got a bit of an idea of what I want to do. We've obviously got this forest style setup that I thought, but this is looking much cooler. Let's see some B-roll. I just couldn't help myself to get a shot on that shoot. Ultimately, I'm just a big kid. I'm in the garden and my neighbours are probably looking at me like, what are you doing, Ed? What are you doing? My family are even thinking, what are you doing? But I'm having fun. So let's try and get this shot of the forest. first place that I put it is amongst these bushes, just to see how it looks. As you can see, when you start to zoom in, it does look pretty cool, but still just ain't sure if it's quite what I was looking for. I think I've now got the idea in my head of what I would like to capture. Sort of remember this photo that I took when I was away with People's Ford, and I was using this Ford Ranger truck, and the truck was just kind of like passing through with the bushes in the sort of foreground, so I think it looked pretty cool. Maybe even sort of like this angle here, with the try and build something in this side so that we get this like road. Maybe try and add some like dust here, try and make it a dirt track road. So, as you can see, it's quite a mess, and normally it always does look like this, sort of that Instagram versus reality. This is normally how it looks, but when you see the sort of final shot, it kind of makes sense and it looks like a really cool photo. So I've got the sort of Ford Ranger truck in the middle, coming through the road. I started to use these little rocks to build up the sort of like atmosphere, and get that sort of vibes of off-road, kind of dirt track. Came across this Christmas tree, which is really handy because it allows me to then build up more of this side rather than it just being the concrete, and we'll use the bush here as the foreground. Hopefully it turns out well, so let's see how it goes. What I'm trying to do here is just kind of use these two rocks to create the dust, that sort of like dirt track road that you can kind of see coming up here. Okay, so this is the final scene. I'm going to try and take the shot down low, sort of coming through here as being the sort of like focal point. So I'm trying to use these rocks here to kind of guide your eyes to the Ford truck, with sort of like grass stuff in the background. I've used some of the rock just by scraping it on the hair to try and create like a little sand effect for the track road. It just looks a mess, but hopefully the photo looks a little bit better than this. So the most annoying part of creating these photos is always the cleaning up. So I hope you've enjoyed what I've done today. It's obviously something a little bit different, but something that I've done to keep myself occupied during lockdown, but also just to help me stay creative, use my camera, learn different skills, and I hope you've enjoyed what I've done. Obviously there's only one way to get rid of the dust. Now that we've got the photo, it's time to start editing. I think this is normally where most of the magic happens, is in the editing process. So obviously, you know, when we looked at the photo before, it looked a bit messy, a bit cluttered, so what we'll try and do is go through the process of decluttering that, starting to bring out some of the elements that's there, and try and emphasise the truck as much as possible, kind of blur in the background. Hope you guys have enjoyed the process that we've went through to capture this photo. I've enjoyed the process to just taking a toy truck, turning it into a photo for Instagram. Make sure to check it out at EddieFits7. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, comment. I would really appreciate all the support, so thank you very much, and I will see you guys in the next video. What's up guys, it's Eddie Fits here, and today thank you for taking a look at my channel. What's up guys, it's Eddie Fits here. Thank you for stopping by on my channel. What's up guys, it's Eddie Fits here, and today we're going to be doing nothing because I can't talk to the camera. What's up guys, it's Eddie Fits here, and today we're going to be showing you how you can stay creative at home.